as you can see, I'm going to tackle me some lobster tails tonight. And what these lobster tails are going to be done, I'm going to bake them. And I got some butter here ready to melt to make a secret sauce, which will contain garlic, onion, Old Bay seasoning, fresh ground pepper, paprika. Now I already washed the lobsters off with lemon juice. And I have a couple garlic cloves here that are going to be chopped up and added to this solution and brushed onto these once I tear them out of the shell, because I'm going to split their backs and I'm going to pull them out of the shell. And then they will go into the oven at 400 degrees for approximately 15 to 20 minutes. And then they'll be coated with the numminess again. So I'm going to put this on pause and I'm going to try to get to cracking these, because it's going to take me a while. So you might be on pause for a while. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, now I've split the backs of these lobsters, every one of them. I cut the backs. You see they're cut across the back with a pair of scissors. My next job is to take to the bottom and push on the bottom. I just push on it and it loosens it up inside the shell. So I'm pushing. And then I open the shell up and I'll get my fingers up underneath there. And there we go. First one's ready. Looks like a good one to me. Now of course I'll rinse these off and then I'll put my seasonings on them. So you saw how easy that was. You push on the bottom, get your fingers up underneath, and that lobster pops right out of that shell. And that's start number one. 3 of them done so far. It's a long, tedious process for me, because you have to push on the bottom, get that meat loosened up under there, and I'm not cutting the feet off. I'm leaving them go. Some people prefer to cut it off. I don't. So there we go. I'm going to get these last 2 done, and we'll be back to show you more when I put some seasoning on them. Finished product of them being split open and prepared to be washed. And once I'm done washing them, I will put on a mixture that I'm making right here. This is soft butter, melted butter. And in this butter, I'm just going to put about a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, not a lot. About a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. Just a little bit of paprika. Just a little paprika. Some onion powder. Gotta have onion powder. Now I got garlic here that I gotta break up and put inside of there too. I'll put a touch of garlic salt, and that'll prevent me from even using any regular salt. Now the lemon is for washing the lobsters off, the lobster tails off. I put a little bit of fresh ground pepper in here. This is not as fine as I like it, but I'm going to put a little bit in to start. So we're going to mix this solution up. And that solution, once I get these lobsters cleaned, that solution will be brushed liberally on my lobster tails. On both the top and the bottom. When you do these lobsters, you don't only brush it here. You get up underneath there and you brush that inside really good with that. That way you got flavor all through your lobster. Okay, I'll be back when I'm ready to get some more work done here. Checking the oven. Ooh, it's getting warm fast. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of seasoning. And this is how I do this. I'm going to brush some of my garlic Old Bay mix. And it's weak. It's not too strong. I'm going to do exactly what I told you. I'm going to do the bottom. Nice coating on it. I'll do the top. Get a lot of that seasoning on there and that butter, that melted butter. You see how beautiful they look when they're done? Now they're not quite finished. Put some there. I will push these back, tuck them back into the shell a little bit. Not much. And by doing so, it'll keep them extra moist. because we want these to be moist. So if you want to look at what a couple of them look like when they got it done, that's the start. You'll see me in a minute. Oh, I'm going to get the other ones done. Okay, these lobster tails are all butter seasoned with the regular seasoning, and now I'm just going to give them a little bit of Old Bay. Just a little, not a lot. We don't want to overdo this. We want to taste the lobster in the butter too. Okay, that's about that. And I'm going to put a little, well, if I get this off my hands, I wanted to put a little bit of something else on there. What was it? I'll just let it go at that. I'm going to put these in the oven. They're going to sit in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes or until they look perfect or smell perfect. So hopefully we can get back at you and show you what they're like when they're completed. This was a first time thing. I've never done them quite like this before. I just saw a video and decided I'm going to try them. So there we go. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.